So I wanted to do another quick update video. I think last time I showed you 7 of the baby leopard geckos. I have 2 more, so I'm just going to show those to you guys really fast, and then I have some other news. So here's one more baby. She's just a normal double het bell / Tremper albino. Her mom is Trixie. She's very cute. She's a nice dark banding, and she's tiny, so I don't want to scare her, so let's make that quick. And then the next one is the second baby from that same clutch. And she too is a normal. Again, double het bell / Tremper. Let's get the flashlight in here so you guys can actually see her. It wants to focus. So she's very cute too. She's much lighter. She doesn't have as black the banding, so I know she's going to fade quite a bit. So that's the second one. So then the second part of this video is kind of sad. I kind of have a small update. I work at the Petco by me only about once a week, but still. And everyone's very reptile savvy though, so it's really good. But a few days ago, a woman brought in 2 leopard geckos that she had bought from us a few months ago. And she went to a smaller pet store in the area to buy all of these supplies. And one of the salespeople at that store told her to get a 10-gallon, which, you know, is fine for 2 baby leopard geckos, and to also get a PowerSun 100-watt bulb and a heat lamp for the geckos. And as many of you probably know, leopard geckos do not need UVB. However, if you really want to give it to them, that's fine. But they don't need it, and they especially don't need a 100-watt PowerSun bulb on a 10-gallon tank with another heat lamp. So that pet store was only trying to make profit out of that sale. They had the animals, they basically didn't give a shit, pardon my language, but they're only trying to make a sale on those bulbs because, as you guys know, PowerSuns are very expensive, especially from small-owned pet stores. So, make a long story short, first of all, the PowerSun was on there. It was a very strong bulb on a small tank. Apparently, the lady was going to go on vacation for 3 days, so she called up that pet store, talked to the salesperson, and asked what she should do with the lights. Well, the salesperson told her to leave them on the entire 3 days that she was gone. So, she brings in these 2 leopard geckos to us. They are both burned. One of them is severely burned, while the other one is in okay condition. So I personally, while I was at work, took them to the vet that day because otherwise they would not have been able to get an appointment for like another week, and that would have been way too long to wait. And the more severely burned gecko was freaking out. She was rolling around, crocodile rolling. She went on her back one time and didn't flip back over. And she was severely burned. She had a chunk missing from her skin. It was really bad. So we decided to euthanize that one because I'll show you a picture. I don't have, I took a picture right before the vet took her to be euthanized, and it's on my phone, so you can see that pretty well. I mean, that's just disgusting. That big, let me see if I can do this. That big red spot right there, well, hold on. Right there, that was a patch of skin that had peeled off from the burn. And then all the rest of this is just burned skin. And this poor gecko. I honestly do not believe this gecko would have been able to survive, or would it have been worth it for her to go through that much pain through the healing process. So we decided to euthanize her, which was very sad. But then the other gecko was not badly burned at all, really. She just had a few cuts and burns and stuff. So this is the picture I took of her at the vet's office, and I actually have her in here soaking right now because I have to give her a ton of different medications. She needs an oral antibiotic once a day. She needs eye drops 3 times a day because the top of her eyelids were burned, and so they're very swollen, so we're trying to slowly get that better. And then she needs a skin cream put on the burned areas twice a day. She also had, over here on this arm right there, she had a piece of burned and stuck shed skin wrapped around where her like elbow was, so it was constricting her, so that arm was really swollen. After soaking her the first time last night when I brought her home, I was able to very carefully get that skin off. And so now the swelling has started to go down a little bit. She's still a little swollen, but she's not doing too bad. The white stuff on her back is the skin cream. I have to wipe that off before I put more on, but I'm just giving her a little soak first before I do that. So this one's with me. She's in much better condition. As you can tell, she only got burned on the tip of her tail and behind her neck here, and I don't want her getting out of here. So she's gonna be with me so that I can treat her. But yeah, it's just terrible. Whoops, I'm sorry. It's just terrible how some people treat reptiles because they think, oh, it's just a gecko. I don't have to do any research on it. It's easy to take care of, and that's not the case. And it's also even worse when just dumb people get them. I mean, common sense, you don't leave lights on. If anything, you leave them off.